Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready, yellow lady.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
You gave me?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes
That's
New
what I was trying
Orleans.
to tell you the first game. I said my internet was lagging. That's what I was trying to tell you the first game.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Kill.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
11 more on that one and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On second down, Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays, not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down. Here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and throwing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Receiver.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And Thomas has it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Ready? You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Throwing, Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Breeze throwing on second down. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze now on first down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Breeze now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
We're going, let's go. Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will score. Touchdown. Vikings. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point try by Bailey. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now Breeze. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. You know, last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
That leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. On third down, Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, yellow lady, yellow lady.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, Steamer! Hey, Flipper! Jahad, 180!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down, Cousins powers through. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
180! We're going. Let's go. Liz, 50, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Lino! Hey, Flipper! Black!
Now Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Saints will have the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Never Griffin with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's caught. It's Thomas. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith from 8 yards out, and the Saints have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Lutz now to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They start the drive with Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing here, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, that's Cook. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Now Cousins. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And this is taken in at the 5. And here comes the Bucs and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
Hey, receiver. Ringo.
Cousins here to throw. Being chased out left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late